Yo, what's up everyone? This is your man Edgardo Cervantes live from the spot, bringing you another shoe content, and this time I am going to talk about the Greek Freak 5s, ladies and gentlemen. And it is actually a shoe that I've been looking forward to since the ones, because the other silhouettes, I didn't fuck with it at all, and I'll tell you why in a couple of minutes. Yeah. Alright y'all, so the Nike Zoom Freak 5s, the black multi-colorway, showcases a vibrant accents inspired by the Sepolia neighborhood of the Athens, Greece, where Giannis Antetokounmpo grew up and worked on his basketball game ever since. His signature shoe carries a black leather upper featuring deco stitching on the toe box and patterned mesh side panels. A oversized lime green swoosh sweeps across the lateral side. Lightweight cushioning is provided by a Phylon midsole fitted with a 4-foot Zoom Air unit and supported by a multicolored rubber outsole. This shoe in particular is something that I was pleasantly surprised because the reason why I didn't really like the 2s, the 3s, and even the 4s, even though the 4s is like the best out of the 2 and 3s in my opinion, the performance levels were not as good as, the 1s. I remember owning the 1s for such a long time, and I remember it was around 2018 when it came out. The pair that I used to own was the colorway, the Four Brothers, which was the orange and the blue with the swoosh all backwards, but ever since then I didn't like the 2s, 3s, and 4s, just respectively. Just didn't want to mess with them. Even though Giannis is one of my top favorite players in the NBA right now, he still look good in them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, if it's working on him, it's working for him, you know what I mean? But he also wears the Giannis immortalities, whether it's the 1 through 5s and so on and so forth. But this particular silhouette is something that is truly cool. So let's get to the Greek Freak 5s right now. This is the box over here. Huge upgrade from the ones per se, but I really like the concept. Really nice and just really classy. The fact that this is a massive improvement over the, like I said, the other silhouettes. Man, it's such a great thing to see and to witness as well. Yeah. So as you can see here, I'm about to do a little rotation. Yes sir, this is how it looks, aka the bowling shoes. I know that's a joke going around at the time. I think it's still going on in some sort of way, but but it still looks cool to me. But I'm not gonna lie, it did look like a bowling shoe the very first time I saw it. But this is the best part of the shoe too, the Nike Air at the back. Really cool touch there. So for the most part, what I really like about this shoe is not just the look of it per se, but it's actually more of the fit. The fit of the shoe is not too narrow and it's not uncomfortable either. It's actually really durable, and you can feel the massive improvement over the ones for sure, and massively change everything about this shoe. The best part of the shoe is probably the Nike Air in the back of the heel, right? The tongue as well is pretty spot on, really pops, and at the back of the tongue is actually his last name, as you can see here, his autograph, right? I think it says Antetokounmpo. Yes, G Antetokounmpo, right? Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to say. And this little swoosh right here, which is pretty cool. The stitching in this part of the toe area, really dope. And interesting take on the grip here of the outsole. Not a huge fan when I saw this at first, but when I put this on, it really feels firm, it really feels strong. When I see it, it kind of reminds me, it gives me like a little bit of a herringbone pattern, as you can see here. But definitely a good improvement since the ones for sure. Here's the left part of the shoe here. Yep. As you can see, the stitching here, so interesting how it goes from the soft leather part of the toe, but definitely the The one that really pops a lot is that Nike swoosh. But in other words, like just the feel of the shoe on hand is actually not too horrible as well. Pretty much is our all his family's name. I don't know if you can see, but there's these little letters there, which is really cool. I totally respect that, and he's such a family man for sure. So credit to Nike and Giannis for that, especially the creators themselves. So that's really cool on that part. All I can say is that it's just a simple basketball shoe at the end of the day, nothing too crazy. In other words, like just the fact that this shoe alone, it has a blend in of black, purple, and neon green. It just meshes really well together than the red, green, and the gold. But let me know in the comments down below if you feel the same way or if you don't. But I think Giannis does love this particular silhouette, especially coming from him, and I hope he has the most fun out of this silhouette since the first one, because I remember having the first one. It really performed so well to the point that it didn't disappoint, especially towards other people. But yeah, that was just my complete thoughts. You like the latest Greek Freak shoes, or is it as a par or a downgrade, just like other Giannis silhouettes? I'd like to know, and I'm very interested to know about your opinions, guys. So now said with that, Eddie out for now. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so. Until the next couple of videos, thank you so much, guys, and keep up the support. Yes, get it. This shoe, pretty sick, and I'm pretty glad I have it. Pretty glad. Y'all already know. Yeah.